Today we are going to be looking at a game called Nova Drift. Nova Drift combines elements of a classic arcade shooter with modern action RPG elements. For this I used my wireless Xbox 360 controller. I have to say it works actually very well. I did have to restart the game when the batteries ran out for it to be recognized again, but I'm sure that this is just a bug. I actually prefer controllers, and I would definitely not be surprised if this eventually gets a console release. There are over 120 modular upgrades as you progress. Every time you play, you'll be able to create a unique build. The modules that are available for you to upgrade are random. The more you play, the more you unlock different game modes and additional modules. For this, I chose the flak weapon. I believe it's a good compromise between being both mid-range and damage. For the body, I like to choose Engineer. I sacrifice a little bit of shield and hull while being able to construct 2 additional drones. And then for the shield, I like the halo. It will burn enemies who touch your shield. You have to be careful though because it drains your shields as well. After the base gear has been selected, you will then be able to select from random base mod trees, and possibly other modules you have unlocked. Ally is a type of advanced drone. It is 6 times more hull than the standard drone, but with less damage and twice the rate of fire. Standard drones have very little hull, but with the engineer body, I can build 4 of them 12 seconds apart. I am playing on a calibrated 42-inch flat screen in the dark, and it looks very beautiful. Every game is randomly generated to keep it intense and unpredictable. Nova Drift was released in early access on Steam March the 27th of 2019. It is being developed by Chimeric Games. I did sometimes feel you obtain multiple upgrades too quickly. See, that was just a perfect example of upgrading too quickly. The last 3 upgrades were only 5 seconds apart. I need to be careful because my shields have been drained from burning too much. I like the drones because I can focus on kiting when my shields go down and making sure they regenerate rather than focus on firing. I have to make sure not to have too big of a shield radius. When you're not familiar with the mods, I assume you'll be spending a lot of time reading each one and then making a decision. I tried to make decisions based on priority and complementary mods. For example, since I selected Halo Shield that drains my shield while burning my enemies, I'll try to select mods that upgrade shield durability and avoid mods that lessen it. Force Armor gives me 10% hull damage resistance. I like it. The asteroids are as black as if my monitor was turned off. I really like the contrast. I feel like we're still averaging an upgrade every 5 seconds. I like how the enemies are given their own drones. With double team, my ally will focus fire at the same target as me. I have to remember to check to see if I can release constructed drones that are available. I also have to make sure that I'm close enough that I collect the orbs for upgrading. They will disappear pretty quickly if I do not. Magnetism will actually help with that. Looks like we just reached wave 30. I'm just waiting until I can go ahead and... Ah, there we go. Now I got another drone. Yeah, the standard drones die very quickly, but at least I got 4 of them and then 2 allies. Later on, I can actually get a turret. And we've just reached wave 35. Wave 40 is the one to watch out for. It has a boss. I don't always defeat it. I should be getting another upgrade pretty shortly. Advanced Engineer will allow me to construct 1 additional standard drone. Having 5 standard drones is actually pretty sweet. Here we go, this is the boss that I was talking about. The only way to defeat it is to get inside the circle and shoot the white orbs. It's really not as easy as it sounds, but sometimes I do get lucky. But it's not that uncommon for me just to get killed in the center. Actually, that was pretty lucky. It must have been because I had the 2 allies helping me out. Regenerative Shields is a pretty good mod. Our score is currently 17,000. Hopefully we'll be able to get it much higher. That beam is actually really dangerous. It can drop our shields pretty fast. Looks like we were pretty lucky. Hopefully we'll be able to keep this up. "20% faster cooldown will drop the shield cooldown to 6 seconds on Halo. That means enemies should be ignited more often or sooner. This is actually really pretty, but I'm afraid that my shields are going to get really wrecked really quickly here. I've got no shields and only one drone, and I'm trying not to blow up. Nice, it looks like we're still alive. These guys just ran me like we're playing bumper cars in space. Looks like we just passed the 21,000 score mark. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the upgrade that makes my ally hull stronger. This way he may not necessarily blow up and then I have to wait for him to be reconstructed. It looks like I'm waiting to rebuild one of them right now. And the other one just got blown up too, so I don't have any allies on the field right now. The new ally should be ready. I'm just pumping out a lot of these standard drones. I'm letting the drones do all the work and just kiting to try to keep my shields at full. You can get overwhelmed pretty quickly in this game, and especially right now it looks like there's a lot on the grid. So far so good. We're about to hit 25,000. And there we go. Highest score ever so far. There's too many good upgrades to choose from. You can upgrade the ally into an interceptor. Pretty sure I'm not going to choose defense drones. Maybe assault? Yeah, let's go with assault drones. Now I can construct an additional drone, as well as existing drones having a higher rate of fire. Coming up on 27,000 points. For some reason, these guys reminded me of the game called Snake that I used to play in QBasic back in the day. I like how the enemy can lay down mines as well. I haven't actually played around with the mines myself. I probably should experiment and try them out at some point. I was thinking of flash shielding, but then I realized that durability loss is probably not good for Halo. I'm kind of having a hard time deciding what to get. Decisions. I think I'm going to go ahead and select blast radius. It will convert 20% of my non-projectile into blast damage. Barrier would have given me more shield durability. Over 31,000 points now. This guy is pretty dangerous. I need to be careful. Looks like he's halfway down, but I really need to avoid that beam, otherwise my shields will go pop. Oh wow, I don't know how I survived. I ran into him and my hull almost exploded. And now there's a black hole. Oh dear. It really didn't seem to affect the other guy at all, surprisingly. Usually they get sucked in. I'm not sure what the penalty is for getting sucked into the black hole. I know you don't die, you just basically the board gets erased. Let's go ahead and select the formation. Everything's gonna fire in my direction and 50% faster. Nice, that's really nice. Look at those drones go. I hope we can keep this up. We just passed 35,000 points. Man, just lost a standard drone. Need to rebuild it. I don't think I want to run directly into that guy. Actually, he went down really quickly. I'm constructing these standard drones one after another because they keep going pop. Sweet, now I can construct 2 additional drones. That looks like a centipede. In fact, Centipede used to be a vertical arcade shooter that was also on the Atari back in the 1980s. This centipede appears to be shooting lasers at me. I think I'm going to go ahead and increase the drone hull strength. Past 43,000 already. This is definitely my highest score yet. Wonder how far we'll actually be able to go, because I don't have a lot of the mods unlocked, such as turrets, just yet. You know what would kind of be cool is like a leaderboard for the longest to survive, and with video. Kind of like the opposite of a speedrun. Well, I guess technically the opposite of a speedrun is called a playthrough. Those guys actually went down really fast. Those were a lot of NPC drones. They were no match for my drones. Apparently I've got superior drone power. I think I'm gonna select magnitude so I can not only increase weapon size but also weapon damage. Seems like a good idea. I don't know how I've survived for this long, but I know it's gonna go at any second now. Wow, we are really on wave 76. It just goes by really quickly. We made it to 53,000 points. So far I've had no problem maintaining my shield. I'm thinking payload for the extra 30% in damage, even though it does reduce the rate of fire. I'm just trying to select something quick for demonstration purposes in this video. You can easily take more time deciding between upgrades than leveling. Looks like this is another kind of mini boss or boss. I'm just gonna kite and let drones do their thing and hopefully kill it. It ran right into me. It's totally crazy. Slowly but surely it is going down. I just need to stay alive long enough. Oh wow, I need to be really careful. My shields are dropping quickly and there's a lot of particles on the screen. I just want to beat this one guy and then I'll be satisfied. This is the farthest I've ever made it, and it looks like I am totally getting wrecked. I think I just unlocked a new challenge mode. Nice. Thank you for watching, everyone. I had a really fun time playing and making this video. Fly safe.